First of all, I don't want to do this video, but I've got to do a video. I guess that's about as close as I can get without I'm not in the greatest mood right now, and just a lot of internal things. Just a lot of little things that are happening. Why isn't this cleaning? You know, let's see here. Is that the best? Let's see how camera-wise. This doesn't. It just doesn't operate right. Turn right. Oh, brother. I guess that's good enough. The camera's right here, so we just got a lot of cars that. Now, somebody, I think, left this here because this is not mine. Unless this is the one that we put together, Mike and I. I think this is the one that Mike and I put together. This is a 57 Bel Air. This is a chassis that we put together. This just needs tires. Oh no, this was one of these chassis here. one of these race kits. And the tires are right over here, I think. Yeah, they're right here. And then we've got all these bodies here. Just a lot of bodies. So these are tires for this. And that should run on that. That is a B4 slot engine. B4 slot engine. And we put that on a Willys. This is the methane gas car that was made for Tim, Boomer Bryan. Or no, this was made for Boomer Bryan. This was made for me. And it's got a lot of methane, crop dusting. It's all about me farting and everything. Everybody makes fun of me farting, and so they just made this car to make fun of me. And then this is a car that I modified the magnets. I dropped the magnets on them. And then this is a Hummer body. This is a Thunderjet. This is another Thunderjet, but this won't work on here because the tires need to be moved up forward. This will actually work on this one because these are moved up forward. So now what we need to do is just get a guide pin right here, and we can put that on here. We can stick this on here. And that screams a lot. That's good. So that car now works. It's basically just sitting here with your cars. Like here, this is one I created, but it's not centered. I basically took a Thunderjet chassis and took a GT40 from Race Masters and mounted on here. It's pretty pathetic because it's not squared or anything. It's just a fun little thing to do. You got a Batmobile here with a 4-gear. I don't have a top plate. I need a 4-gear top plate. We've got a Batmobile with a Scooby-Doo. Now that could possibly work right here. Let's take this apart here, and let's see here. We can unscrew this right here, and these guide shoes can get replaced too. They are pretty pathetic. Those are pickup springs. We've got tires over here. These display cases, I never was able to fill them with anything because we got distracted with all of our exclusives that have crippled us and made us cash strapped because we have all of these exclusives that nobody's buying. So when you have all these exclusives that you've paid for but nobody's buying them because I did too many of them, it's not that they're selling, it's just that they're not selling fast enough, and therefore we cannot do any more exclusives because we've got too much stuff already in the pike. You know? So I'm not in the greatest of mood today. I'm just, I thought I would do a video of just tech so that people can have entertainment. I can go into detail later, but I'd rather not. So you basically got these are called, some people call them, Robert Fish says they're called commutators. I just think they're communicators. They communicate power to your track. And we'll put that in there like that. We're just, there's a lot of things I could go into, but I just don't have it in me right now. You know, you have a vision to do something, and then most people never even attempt to do anything they've dreamed to do. Most people just never even do anything that they have a vision to do. Hey, I could use one of these mats. I'm looking for my one set of tweezers. I've got these really nice small tweezers that are really, and these are a little bulky. I have another set that are a little smaller, and I'm trying to find them. Hey, Daniel.
Yeah?
Could I have one of those trays that you bought?
Yeah, I'll bring one down here.
So I can show them. Of course, they're not available to buy, so.
I have this one here, though.
Yeah, but you're it's right in front of me. You're using that one, you know?
Well, don't you want to show off the one I'm using?
Whatever. Never mind.
Do you not want this?
Are they all the same color?
Yes, they're all exactly this. This is one that's been used. And the reason why we have them is because I like them so much.
These are things that we found. They're basically rubber. You've got little trays to put stuff on.
I fill the one with alcohol, and
then
mix
you can
paints in them.
You can just set them right here on your table and work with them.
Which you could just set it on the table it was on.
Yeah.
And show them there.
Yeah, I will. Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to go grab you your own real quick?
Nope, never mind.
I can go do that.
Nope, never
And I
mind.
can get them listed real quick.
Okay, so that is not, that's a little rough. Those are terrible. Alrighty, that good. That's firm.
Okay, and then he said both these memory cards are full. I have.
So that's got brand new shoes on it. That's got brand new shoes on it. I put brand new shoes on it, as you can see. You should always have a couple tune-up kits. You should always have a couple extra deluxe pit kits. You can't buy them anymore, but you could try to get them and have them. But you always want to have extra stuff to build on, you know. That's missing a communicator. Those are communicator guide shoes. We need pickup springs. We need a new shoe here and a new shoe there. So we need to pick up springs for the extraction. The springs. I know they're over here. Those are commutator brushes. That's that brush. We got these three here. And then springs. We need springs for extraction. Nope. Okay, so they're somewhere on this table. So we have these three here. These are commutator brushes. Okay, extraction springs. I did have them. They're right here. No, those are commutator springs. We need the pickup shoes. And then we need the pickup springs for the shoes. For the shoes. For the shoes. Now, right there they are. Extraction pickup shoe springs. Extraction pickup shoe springs. Extraction pickup shoe springs. Okay, so I need one of those. So I'll take my tweezers and we want to put them. Need one right here. So we're going to put that right on there. And then put a new shoe on that chassis. Okay. All right, let's test that car out. Sounds good. Has a good sound to it. A nice sound to it. Let's put a drop of oil in the middle of that. Sounds good. So we'll put that on this black number 2 GT40. And then let's see, let's check out this Batmobile. See, the thing about these cars, and I know everybody criticizes me for really doing anything. Um, Everybody wants to just constantly tear me down and, oh, you don't know this or you don't know that. And you know what, for a large extent, I really don't know anything about slot cars. I really don't. I'm just a seller. I just sell things. I try to get people excited about something, but a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people just like to tear down people. And now some people say, well, I tear down people all the time. And now that may be true, but I try to encourage and get people excited about slot cars and you know I just all right, that's all cleaned up. So we've got a Batmobile now that I think that should be a good run. Then we've got a 55 Bel Air or 57 Bel Air that could use a Thunderjet chassis, and this is a good one right here. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be. I think that's the chassis that goes on this. So now we get a little screw here. We can use this screw right here, and we'll just screw that right on here. And now we have a 57 Bel Air. It's a little top heavy. That's why some people don't like racing these, because they're top heavy. Now, I don't know anything there is to know about slot cars. I'm just a novice. I'm just a retailer that is ignorant of just about anything. I'm just, really just a novice. I don't know anything. Okay, now that goes on a red, that goes on this one right here. So that one goes on this chassis right here. That's for this car right here. And we will screw, now that's designed for one of these guide pins. So we'll put that one on this one right here. And that's for the hood. That holds the hood on. I just, you're probably saying to yourself, Bryan sounds a lot like a defeatist right today. He doesn't have the same chipper mode that he's normally in. Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. I could give you a long detail. Now, we have this copper, and that could use a 440X2 chassis, or I'm sorry, a Race Masters chassis, and that's a good color tires on that. Now that tire, okay, how good of chassis is that? That sounds pretty bad. That's the thing about these, the way they smell. I always remembered them as a kid. Now, see, this is really dirty. This chassis has been, run a lot. And let's just take this apart and look at the, good gosh. Look at how dirty that is. Now, Jeff Hansel, he's the expert in everything. So, and these things are just worn out like crazy. Holy moly, look at how bad that is. Oh my goodness. For the love of Mike. Look at how dirty that is. And that's why you really need to clean these every time you use them. Because basically it's wearing out the commutators. It's wearing these things out right here. We could hold up one of them that is worn. So that is worn, and that is a new one. Let's see if there's any. Oh, look at that. It's almost, it's not a lot, but there's a difference. Okay. There's a difference in thickness. Let's see if we can show you the difference in thickness, if you guys can tell. Well, I can't really get it. Now we need to clean off the armature. Man, that is just dirty, dirty. Now he tells me I'm using the wrong, Jeff Hansel says that I'm using the wrong or the wrong sandpaper. So everything I do is wrong according to Jeff Hansel. So I live with it, you know, and live good, Brian. You have a bottle of red oil live. I see crop dusting on the table. Ahoy. Good evening. It's been bugging me. You, Brian, I think you need a vacation. No, it's not a vacation. I'm just, I really can't see with these glasses. I'm not close enough. I can't get any closer than this right here. So when I'm looking right here to my eyes, I can't get any closer. Now this needs to be pushed in just a little bit, not a lot, because it's moving too much. Because these springs need to be moving just enough to where when they touch these commutators, I think you could call them communicators, because it's communicating the electricity to this right here. Now this looks like look at this. It looks like it's just a little too much grease. Look at all the grease in there. It just seems like it's too much, you know? Look at that. It's like it wants to just slow up the car. You know what I'm saying? And let's just kind of clean this out a little bit. And then we will stick this back on here. Now, this is always the tricky part is getting this to go on here without these commutators popping out and getting in the wrong place. So we're going to get that oil all cleaned off there. Now we can put just a drop of nice oil, give it a nice clean, soft oil that is going to lubricate it and not be a bind to it. You know, it's not that I want to do this. It's just that it's basically therapy. You know, I am very depressed right now. See, that obviously that didn't go together. And so I need to do something to talk my depression away. See, now I guarantee you these commutators are out of the place. Yes. See, this one got out of place just a little bit. Okay, so we got this here. Got a lot of hairs here. So we need to get this in here so it goes in quickly. And it's not in right. That means one of those commutators popped out. And it's probably in the side. Yep, it's right here. Number one, I made two mistakes. Well, I made the problem with me is that my imagination is always bigger than what I can possibly do. I've always been a big dreamer, and sometimes my dreams, now that sounds 10 times better. That sounds 10 times better. My dreams have always been bigger than Those are cool motors. Man, the smell on them is just so amazing. See, and that's why a lot of people get obsessed with. A lot of people get obsessed with. Well, these aren't right. There's a give here in the wheel, and so that's going to slow it down a little bit. Or you don't have the right guide shoes. Now, like these guide shoes, oh, these could be replaced. Now you can replace them now, or you can just sand them down. But a lot of people don't like sand them down. They just want to put new ones on. Now, I'm on the assumption that if the guide shoe is still somewhat flat, it's still making contact with the track. And see, now that's brand new. That literally is brand new. You see how that literally is brand new? That one right here, that one right here. See that? Literally it looks brand new. Look at that other one. See, I could probably sand that one down just a little bit. You're going to know when these aren't touching the track because there's going to be a groove that forms in here if they're really run a lot, okay? And you're going to want to change them. But I always tell people, these are just, I think that this chassis and this chassis here, I think these two chassis were the greatest chassis ever made. That's my opinion. I think that the Thunderjet chassis and the Extraction or the Magnetraction chassis was the best. This was the best design for a slot car of all time. These two chassis right here. Because they're a pancake motor, and so you can do a lot to modify them, to create better armatures by changing the windings, the gears. You can modify the gears by getting better gears so that you have a better performance car. But the more you do that, obviously you drive up the cost of your chassis. So now we have a great car with a great motor. Now you hear that rum rum sound. I think that is due to the listen to this chassis. You can hear it too. Listen. You hear that? How do you get rid of that sound? Let's put a little bit more oil on that. See how that sounds? That sounds like an old Chinese wind-up watch. See, now that's good. It's still running at very low volts. 2.4 volts. 3 volts. 4. 5. 6. All right, so that car is put together now. Now we've got another car done. Okay, now moving right along. We've got two of these wheelie gassers, which are probably the most popular. And let's see if this one fits on it. Okay, because now, see, that's a long body. Now I had another one over here that was actually a short one. Let's see if we have right here. I think this is a short. It is a short. This is a short right here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That one fits perfect. Now, you notice the magnet on that is very low. Okay. Now, see, now that feels really tough. Okay. That doesn't feel smooth. Now, wonder why that feels very hard. It's like it's binding. So let's take this apart and let's find out why it's binding, why it feels like it's being held back. Okay, so let's take this off first, and then let's take our commutator off. And so we have the motor here. That's our armature. Okay, we've got both of our. We're going to get our commutators into the position. Now we have our armature here. Now it's got a little bit of, not too much, so we don't need a lot of sanding on it. So that's a good one right there. We got a good one right there. See that? Now let's put that back on here and let's see if we have a little smoother car. Let's see if we have any smoother mechanism. It still feels hard. It doesn't feel like it wants to move smoothly. Let's put this back on. See, that's just so tight. That's so tight. It's tighter when you have this on it. Let's put a new clamp on it. That feels better. All right, we'll put that on this yellow shoot. I dropped every single one of those. Okay. Now, we need a screwdriver with the Allen head on it, or a hexagonal. Okay, now all of a sudden we have it's binding. It's like we put this on this chassis and it's binding somewhere. Okay, so we're gonna redo this. We're going to redo this because right now we have a bind. So when we put that on this chassis, we have a bind somewhere. And it seems like it just feels like there's something that's holding this back. Let's run that a little bit. We've got another 4 or a Bel Air. We've got a 4 gear. Missing a guide shoe. Man, that sounds, boy, that looks bad too. Now, let's see why this is all screwed up. Oh, it needs another guide shoe. Ha! I forgot it needed a guide pin or a spring, guide spring. Let's put one right there, and then pickup shoes. Let's get a pickup shoe. This is what everybody should be doing when they're at home. Like if you got something extra to do and you just want to goof around, you want to just kind of tinker with your car. And you should always change parts to them.
Brother, whose vehicle is right there out by the shed?
Don't worry about it.
Why?
Because you don't have anything to worry
Are
about.
you doing a video?
No, I'm not doing. Frank, go away.
Here. Hi.
Stop running around. Body clips. I don't have any body clips. Something's wrong with this chassis. It just doesn't feel right.
I have one of these done. Oh, you know that.
That feels good. That feels really good. That one really looks nice. Okay, so this one here is too big. That one's a rear wheel, so I can use that one for this. That feels better. Now, this is my favorite car. I want to clean this one here, because that one's got my body insert. You see the body insert I put on these things? So this has a body insert. So it gives you a 3D effect. Now this is an extraction chassis. I think I got one right here. We can put that one on this one right here. I could put a body thing in there too. I got an extra body. I printed a bunch of extra ones. Okay. And we got another 4-gear. We need another 4-gear chassis and a Turgel chassis. That one's good. Got a 4-gear chassis here, and the we need a 4-gear without a front axle. I know I have one here, right here. So that's perfect for right here, but I need a white wheel for the Batmobile, or for the Echo 1. we'll put that right there for right now. Oh, now that right here, that goes on that. We need a so I made this sheet here. This is a sheet of body inserts that I made, and all you have to do is just take an X-Acto blade and you cut it out like this. And then you shape it to however you want it to go into that car. All right, so now we're going to shape that a little bit. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? I mean, it just gives it like a 3D effect. We'll set that all the way in underneath there. And now that gives like a 3D effect. Like you can see the driver. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Isn't that neat? I'm going to start printing these pages off. And if you guys want to buy them, I'll sell them like for $1 a page or whatever. Or if you just want them free, I can just send them to you.
We both came back.
Go swimming. That's why it's 100 degrees outside. They're not listening. Never do. I'm too old to have kids. All right, so all these cars, we're coming along. We've put almost 20 cars together. Now we need another 4 gear. Let's put a really nice, now we need the chrome wheels though on the 4 wheels. So we need a 4 wheel with chrome wheel. Let's see, we have a 4 gear chromed wheel. Chrome wheel right here. No, yeah, and that's a 4 gear. No, that's extraction. Extraction, 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 extraction. So these are all extraction chassis. We need a 4 gear with chrome wheels. That's regular wheels. Huh. I don't think I have another one. These are all extractions. Oh, I suppose we could have put it on a regular. See, I could take these off, but I don't have a good puller to pull them off correctly. Now here is here's an extraction chassis with chrome. So we need to build this car. So we need to find all the guts. So what we'll do is we'll take a car over here. Okay, because we got a 4-gear here. No, that's a thunder or extract. Okay, that's extraction. That is no. Now I need a 4-gear top plate. Now we can take a top plate from this car. Where's that other one we had? We had the other 4-gear chassis. So we want to take all of those parts and put them inside of this one here. What did I do with that? We got this one working. We don't need to work on that anymore. That goes with this. Those are go with that. That's miscellaneous. What happened to that 4-gear chassis that I just had? That's Thunderjet. Okay. Right here. No, that's extraction. That's extraction. Those are all extractions. Now, we need a top plate. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. We need a top plate for a 4-gear. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go get a pit kit. There's one next to your FOSO. What's his? Where did you say that was? That's not. It's this one right here, but I need all the interior. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a pit kit, and I'm going to take all the important parts out of it, like a 4-gear, and then I'll save all the parts. So we will cut this open. So we want to take this out. We need this. Here are the parts that we need. Do we have the shoes? No, we'll go ahead and take the... So we need that out. We need this out. We need that. We need that. We need the springs. We got the gears. All right, so we got all that. Now, let's put us together a car. Okay. So first we put in the commutator springs. You can get a great tweezer kit at Harbor Freight. It's like $5, okay? Somehow he is involved in Boeing space rockets. Okay, just assemble a new chassis. That is what I'm doing. Now we're going to put the commutators on. I'm going to put that on here. And now what we're going to do is put a bead of oil right here, right there on top of here. So that gets into the gear mechanism. Now we have the center gear and the main gear. Now let's see if that's running. That sounds good. Now let's drop the magnets just a little. Oh, they're already dropped. Let's drop them again. Can I ask what you're doing?
I'm looking for the fast filler.
Huh?
I'm looking for the airsoft fast filler.
And where did you get the BBs?
Huh? These are just ones I found on the yard.
Well, that's another car we fixed. Another car. So we basically, here's what we've done. We've taken a lot of cars that needed to be repaired. So we have basically a four gear, a Willys, a Batmobile, a Bel Air 57, another Bel Air 57, a Chevy Camaro, Deuce. We've got a El Camino. We got a GT40. We got a GT40. We've got another Bel Air. These are all the cars that I've repaired. Okay, we got this one. We put this one together. Okay, and then we have, well, we didn't really do anything with this. This is already a special car. We didn't really do anything with that. I didn't do anything with that. I didn't do anything with that. And I didn't do anything with this. So we literally repaired all these cars. Okay, and we put a chassis on this thing, or an interior on that car. And we've got an extra chassis here. This has already got an extra chassis. We just need to test that car out. And all we need is a guide pin, a metal guide pin. All these parts are available at ProTinkerToys.com. We also got in a ton of Thunderjet chassis. So if you want Thunderjet chassis, we've got them on sale. You can get plenty of Thunderjet chassis on sale at our website. You can get them 5 or 10 packs or 5 packs or 1, okay? I give $125 for all those cars. Kent Young Jr. $125 for all these cars? Are you kidding me? Even if at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's $300 just at $20 a piece. Just $20 a piece. So the cars that are worth a lot of money, I'll show you, are this one, this this one's okay. This one right here, and I suppose you could take these two and put those here. Those are the cars that are worth a lot, are worth higher than any other car. But to say that I was going to sell these for 126, I mean, you have to be more close to 300, and that's at $20 a piece. I mean, come on, people. I mean, you know, you have to be serious. You know what I'm saying? You have to be more than serious. Super 3, a cheap copy of the Wizard Storm. He watched you and leaning something. Bryan, do a Super 3 build without cussing. They are very hard to build. Yes, they are. They are very hard to build. I will admit that. So we have all these cars that we literally put together. And we have a tray for them all. Let's put all these in a tray. Put the 4-gear right here. And so we basically have all these cars that have been totally repaired and ready to go. Now, what we can do, well, how long have we been going? We've been going an hour. I think that's good enough. I think I've done an hour show. I wanted to get out of my depression. I was very depressed earlier, and I kind of wanted to get a little chipper. And so I thought, oh gosh, I just... I can't handle it. I'm going to lose my mind. I just dropped all these cars on the ground. I mean, can I not drop things always on the ground? Unbelievable. Dagnabbit. Unbelievable. All these cars, dropped them on the ground. Now my leg is in a kink. I have a kink in my leg. Oh my gosh. So we got all the, ouch. Oh my leg. Ow. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So we got all these cars. Got all these cars fixed. I got about another 10 that need to be done. I just wanted to do a quick video, tech video for you guys. I know there's not a lot of people watching, but scratch and dent sale. Okay, so nobody's wanting to pay $3 for them. Great show, Bryan. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 9:30, and we'll have fun tomorrow.